Seems like it could be a plan, as Insane is going to go in for the creep block. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, Save just slowing down the Tiny, stopping Tiger from really getting any of its spells off onto this Enchantress. But yeah, some very interesting lanes coming out from the side of Liquid, as they have got Insania bottom and Tiger up at top. So playing that Tiny to support Mickey, and a nice toss back under the tower there when they're just going to use the Scatter Blast to get rid of the creeps to make sure the tower target's safe, but still lands onto the creeps. So it takes a decent amount of damage, but still will be absolutely fine as she can harass down Tiger here at the same time. Oh, bottom lane, jump forward onto Insania here. He's going to try and purge himself off, but with no mana left, Athletic Kid, it's actually kind of hurting him because he's not doing that much damage, and Insania is going to be able to get himself back and salve himself up. He'll be absolutely fine. Top lane, have a toss onto the Enchantress, getting her decently low, but Mickey could be the one in trouble here as the Impetus connects a right click from DM as well, and that is going to be first blood. They had the damage between them.
Thirst for long.
DM's so good, dude. Stun out Boxy in the bottom lane, they throw down the Maledict as well, but not going to follow up on this one, not with Insania backing them up. Too scary. Could be in some trouble here as Quickfire is able to get off that Jinko, and the Boundless Strike will finish the job. Meanwhile, Tiger's having some trouble with DM here as DM just right-clicking him down, but GPK with a nice little two-man torrent here. X-Mark comes down to Quickfire as well, dragging him back into that boat. Mickey is in the neighborhood, throws in the cookie, which actually, yeah, well, fair enough then. And a really nice dodge from the Monkey King. Hatred of anti-mage never ceases to amuse, but I mean, I do agree with the points you make about the heroes. You know, you give him a fantastic lane and he's like, alright, I'll pay you guys back in about 10 minutes once I go hit some creeps. Meanwhile, Insania in the bottom lane in a bit of trouble. They will get the disarm out onto the AM to keep him alive a little bit longer, but he will most definitely be falling here. Meanwhile, the Hadouken and the Impetus is onto Boxy. Boxy just wants to TP himself away, realizing that even though there was actually a mana void available on the AM, realizing he wasn't going to be able to get close enough in time, decides to peace out. Once again, no bones today. He can't miss. Meanwhile, oh, three-man stun out from Mickey there with a beautiful little cookie into this one. Unfortunately, they don't have the damage done despite around Quickfire. He needs to leave. He's going for the TP. Not going to make it. Mickey in some trouble as well as the side of Venus Pro start chasing him down, and they will be able to bring down the Snap Player. Meanwhile, on the sidelines, Insania just trying to bring down DM, but can't quite the vision there. And with that thirst speed, he's able to just navigate through the trees away from the Oracle. And now that Oracle has been a whole world of hurt as DM's going to bring another one down. They'll lose 3 on the side of Liquid. Getting violent flashbacks to game number 2 when they had this kind of smooth laning phase, and then Liquid just started turning up some strange fights and VP started to pull ahead real hard. Oh, he's going forward and save, and Ilias spring the trap, but he jumps back across to the trees. They won't be able to chase him into those tree lands, so yeah, Koiko baits it perfectly. Time to go. They need to start pressuring the rest of the team, try and pressure the anti-mage a little bit, start owning some of this map, because they don't have that farming hero. They've got the Monkey King with Ags, which I don't really fancy as a direct matchup into the anti-mage. Meanwhile, Avalanche toss back. That's a nice little play here. Jewel comes out onto the Witch Doctors, kisses on over their head as well, and not a singular kiss. I mean, this is some mafia shit right here from Mickey. He's just like sealing it with a kiss of death. Yeah, but He took off way too much than he could chew there. Meanwhile, Boxy on the front line is just turning around and manning up against 3 heroes here. They're not really doing very well against that. Meanwhile, Koikva comes in, throws down the Boundless Strike onto the Kunkka, controlling him up. Jigu's going to come up on Koikva, but he dodges out the Torrent. Meanwhile, nice, beautiful little avalanche into the Cookie, into the Warkong's command. They're going to be able to take down GPK, but the blink away from AM is successful, so Epileptic Kid will survive that one. It's just going to be 2 kills for the side of Team Liquid, but utilizing a lot of their ultimates very, very well here for sure. We've got the Aghanim Scepter on the Monkey King, we have the Snapfire with the Guardian Screws, and we have the Blink Dagger on the Legion Commander. There is no way they're going to play. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, no, that's a lot of ultis. That's a lot of mistakes from the side of Team Liquid. Beautifully baited by GPK. The duel, the kisses. Oh, man. Now, well, they're looking for some revenge here. Virtus Pro now looking to rub some salt into this wound, but a nice little toss back from the side of Tiger. He's in some trouble, though. Might die for this one as they drop that Death Ward. Beautiful little Death Ward on the high ground there to chase back Liquid. Heals out onto Mickey. He could be in some trouble. Can he get off that Fire Snap Cookie? Yes, he can. And the silence immediately purged off as well as he turns around for the Snapfire Blast. Going to be controlled up very well. Now, Koikva comes in from the high ground, drops a pretty nice Wukong's command here. Does he actually turn into this fight, though, or to just sit on the high ground? It's just a zoning Wukong's command. Get Virtus Pro off their backs, and it'll give their team the reset. Unfortunately, that is going to mean that, you know, they used all... Oh, Insania, really? But he didn't save him. He had the spells, he didn't save him. Duel in the mid lane, though. They're looking for the kill here. They will be able to finally get a dual kill onto save. The Boxy now up to 30 damage. The X-Mars comes back. This fight might not be over yet, folks. Yules comes out onto Boxy. They'll both go their separate ways of the river, and this fight will now be over, folks. Turn back to AM finishes off the Manta, picks it up in his base, and is now going to be ready to blow up some heroes. And, oh, Mickey, hello, there's a hero. Needs to get himself away here as Athletic Kid gets on top of him. Yeah, Greaves is available. They jump in with the duel, trying to get it onto Illusion again. Oh no, Boxy, a second Illusion of duel off the game. That's not how you want the cookie to crumble. As Koikva throwing down the ultimate, just kind of tempting that Wukong's and forcing back Virtus Pro. I mean, it's not the highest commitment ulti in the world. He's chilling. He's saying, hey, you know, I've got a teammate coming through. Mickey, he's got the Aghanims, throws a tiny forward onto the Witch Doctor. There comes a duel, and they will dispatch Avilius very quickly indeed. Uh-oh. He's got a boat thrown at his head, but they just TP away. Yeah, they see the Aegis on the monkey and just like, yeah, see ya.
Structures are fortified.
There is very good. If the patch would have a title, I think I might choose that, because it's the most fun factor of the patch for sure. Seeing heroes flying across the map in every direction. Ooh, toss back onto the Kunkka. That's a very nice catch from Tiger here. Can they do the job with GPK? The Roller's Kiss is coming through over the top, but he's pretty fast. But doesn't matter. A beautiful stun comes out from Koikva. Save, and GPK just died very, very quickly. But meanwhile, Epileptic in the backlines, he's causing a bit of havoc because he's taken down Insania. Tiger does die in the front, and now Epileptic goes itself back. But a beautiful little toss across over onto Epileptic Kid. It's not going to result in a kill, however. It's able to get himself back with the help of the Witch Doctor, but still really nice instant reactions there from Mickey. Must have picked him up and thrown him at almost like the same moment as the blink came through. Really, really quick from Mickey. Unfortunately, wasn't quite enough to result in the kill on CAM, but scary stuff for this anti-mage. Pain in the ass, that's for sure. He's doing a really nice job in predicting the movements here, but Tiger once again with a blink back, throw back onto the save. He's going to lose his life. The Enchantress shall fall. Another one for back at the Team Liquid. Jumping forwards, found the strike to follow as well. GPK though, getting back, and Epileptic Kid's on top of this tiny. Okay, Tiger probably losing his life here as the rest of the Team Liquid trying to back themselves away, but unfortunately Boxy not quite so lucky. Even with the BKB, he's going to get finished off as well. Down goes 2. What dragged him back into that fight? Was that a blink?
You should have seen that coming. 8 knots and full ahead.
Do they see him? They see him. Oh, trying to cast the X-Marks, trying to cast the turret. They will actually land it here, but the cookie's going to come through, try and keep Insania alive. He's going to try and put the Shadow Amulet, but unfortunately it's not enough. He is going to go down. No buyback either, so they're going to have to fight without him here if they do want to fight at all. Tiger going for the TP away, cancelled out by the Mana Void. They'll bring down Tiger as well. 2 heroes dead. Yeah, get on that high ground, Virtus Pro. In they go, they find GPK on the front lines. Can they bring him down in time? It looks like they can. The duel come through and the Conker comes down. GPK out of the fight, but he does buy back into this one. Boxy looking over towards Epileptic here. Of course, they have no duel anymore, so he has to run himself away, but ruptured up, not really possible to do so. Now the heal comes out from the Oracle as they look across towards Santimate, taking so much damage. They come in with the Avatos combination. Is it going to be enough though as they turn around, just rip into the Legion Commander, making sure she goes down. Now looking over towards Tiger as well as the X-Marks out onto Mickey. He's thrown out of position. Virtus Pro on the warpath right now. Quick with the BKB, trying to turn it around, but it's 1 man against 5. Is this really going to work? I'm not sure. A lot of soldiers being spawned. Senia helping out from the high ground as well. They're going to try and make it back onto the safe land. And they can't actually keep fighting here, Virtus Pro. Everybody's so low on HP, and these statues are a real pain to try and fight into. So Quakefor is actually going to be able to repel the forces of Virtus Pro and force the reset. Also, by the way, Epileptic, I don't know if you mentioned this, but he changed from Skadi to Abyssal, which he has now finished up. Yeah. He jumps into open here. I mean, immediately the duel comes down to the backlines onto safe, so trying to bring down the Enchantress nice and quickly. Won't be able to do so, though, as they control that Boxy really nicely because he didn't pop that BKB. Meanwhile, Insania gets killed on the backlines by Epileptic hit. That means no Oracle. That means the fight is probably over, but Quakefor, he's trying to stand his ground, popping that Wukong's command. Has a BKB at his disposal, but I don't think he wants to use it here as Ilias does get killed off by Tiger on the side, utilizing the zoning provided by Quakefor. Meanwhile, GPK, did he get the X-Marks off onto that Tiny? Looks like he didn't. Tiger's going to be okay. Mickey, though, he was killed off in the back. That is another big kill for the side of Virtus Pro as Anti-Mage gets himself another. Blink and Abyssal onto Tiger, scaring him off here. They don't want to overcommit because they know that Blink Duel is available from Legion at the same time, so if they lose anyone by accident, this could spell problems as the Heaven's Halberd down to the Monkey King from the Conker. He's happy to come forward here, though. They managed to go jump in. They try and go for the duel onto the AM, but it doesn't come off in time. I think the Lincoln's blocked it. And now, well, Quakefor and Boxy both caught inside that boat here. Quakefor trying to turn around and try and fight up into this one. Is he going to be able to heal up enough with that Jenku just about with the ruptures on him? And they're going to blow him up with a Mana Void. And now Epileptic gets on top of Insania. Buyback comes out from the Monkey King and from the Snapfire, who only had a couple of seconds left, but they know they need to fight. They know they need this combo. Throwing the Monkey King forwards, trying to bring this Anti-Mage down for a second time as they combo it up with a Cookie, and they will kill off the AM, but it's a big cost to bring him down. Maybe they can get DM as well. They do indeed. Fortune's End comes on top of the Blood King. He's dead as well. Sorry, the Blood Seeker, not the Blood King, as he gets killed off by the Monkey and by Boxy. And well, I mean, it cost them a lot, but they do defend this high ground. Now, what is the play? I think they need some buybacks here on the side of Team Liquid. That's juicy. Tiger, oh, he steps forward very far here. However, they're very, very scared to try and commit to this one as Tiger's going to lose his life. Infrastructure the Rupture comes through. Both's going to connect as well. They get the duel out onto the Enchantress. Enchantress, though, she doesn't care. She's tanking the duel. They don't even bring down the edge. She's going to be able to limp herself away from this one. Mortimer's Kiss is coming out over the top as well. Save runs himself away from the high ground. They are out. Ultimate's committed. But yeah, so tanky.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Yeah, Boxy, he does like these. Oh no, oh no, he did it again! Oh, Boxy pops everything on the illusion for another time as AM goes to backline, but it doesn't matter. Epileptic is going to lose his life anyway. Okay, the bait on bait's going on here. Never mind, Boxy running forwards now, getting healed up, but he doesn't really care. I mean, he's a happy man. He just got himself a kill onto the AM. Fair enough. Jump forwards here. Meanwhile, just cannonballing Quakefor on top of Ilias. Ilias is going to die, as is Save. What? How did that work? Boxy proving the haters wrong with the bait on bait on bait. I mean, I'm sure, you know, he definitely thought that AM was real, but I mean, Liquid is able to counter-react so damn well to the AM just getting too over-ambitious, and, well, they're on the tier 4s. How?
One tower is under attack.
How can they do it? Yeah, they've got one. They're going to use it on the throne right now, but they've dropped down the Wukongs to try and just take down the building. Quite so focusing on the Ancient. Can they do anything about this? GPK's coming in, but the BKB is off, but they managed to get off to disarm along with the Yules. Chain them up together. Probably not ideal if GPK loses life, and there's a GG pop. They've done it. Liquid take down Virtus Pro with second place positions in this critical game. They will dig deep, and they will find the victory here.